happens has happened and I'll go over it. Um, but I'm back and I've decided to basically restart my YouTube and my Twitches. It's kind of start over fresh. So a lot of things happened as to why I took it down. But yeah, I'm back and I just want to clarify something, and I'm just gonna say this in the beginning of every video. And if people still want to be rude and say certain things that they shouldn't say, then that's going to be their problem. I should have never let it get to me to the point where I stopped doing something that I like to do, which is, making videos and editing them and things like that. I should have never stopped that, and it was stupid of me to let myself get that upset, but I did. I deal with a lot on a daily basis, so it's very easy for me when something happens that hurts my feelings for me to, I guess you could say, freak out and, maybe be a little bit over dramatic about it. But, so yeah. So, what I'm gonna do, I guess, while I go over everything is, oh yeah, the disclaimer, I'm sorry. So basically, just want you guys to know that these videos are not to say that I'm doing things the right way. I don't make them because of my castle level, my power level. I would have still made these videos even if I was struggling with a C10, only because, like I said, I had people ask me, like, oh, well, what do you do, in the game? Because whether you guys realize it or not, and you can Google it, and I swear Google will tell you the same thing about this game, this is a strategy game. There's different ways to play, there's different ways to get to a goal. It's it's kind of like math. There's different, different word problems, and you can do different types of ways to get to the same solution on that one problem. It's the same thing here. Like for your stats, for example, you could decide to work on just your castle level and then maybe later do some other things, like work on your airship or your coat of arms. Or some people decide to level them all out, meaning they like to work on everything at once. Me personally, in my other videos, the reason why I was doing it the way I was doing it was because my personal preference, not nobody else's, whether it's right or wrong, I like to focus on one thing at a time. So, for example, I like to focus on my castle level, and then after my castle's done, then I'll focus on the rest of these, or I'll go from there to working on my airship. I don't do everything at the same time, and it's not to say that like the way I'm doing it is correct. Honestly, there's not a correct way to do it. Some people say yes, there's a quote unquote smart way to do it, but honestly, I think that's stupid because I think there's so many ways you can play this game. I don't think there's a dumb way to play it at all, because everybody learns, everybody changes the way they play. That's how games are. Games are meant to be fun. So even if I was doing it the wrong way, which maybe some things that I was doing was technically wrong, okay, sure, whatever, I don't care. But let's just say, even if I was doing it like a really, I guess you could say, not a wrong way, but a stupid way, different from what I'm doing now, and it was wrong, that still doesn't mean I can't make my gaming videos. Maybe I like people watch me play. Maybe I like, showing people what I do, because maybe what I do they might like better than what they were doing before. There's all kinds of different situations out there, and I'm just done with like the drama that came from those videos. Like, I should have never let, certain comments get to me, like saying that I was making the videos wrong and that there were smarter ways to play or whatever it is. And honestly, I'm not the type of person to really just feed on that anymore. Like I've decided to change, and if people want to think that I'm giving wrong information, then they can basically just go and just don't watch my videos. If you think it's wrong, then don't watch it, because like I said, there's no wrong way to play. And I'm also going to show you guys something as well. A lot of the information that I was giving, which I probably should have posted the link, and maybe I would have gotten less shit for people saying I was doing it wrong or giving out wrong information, when that wasn't even the purpose of these videos. Purpose of these videos was just to show how I play. It wasn't to say that, oh, this is this and this is correct. No. And if you took it that way, then I'm sorry, but you're stupid. Like you're just stupid if you took it that way, because that's not what it was meant for. So, anyways, enough about that. let's see if I can change my screens real quick. Now let me. Okay. Can you guys be able to see now, right? See if that worked. Yeah, it worked. Okay, so I don't know if you guys see this, but I actually went back to watch my videos to the person that said that I was doing them wrong or whatever the hell they were talking about when I clearly said in my videos that I made them just for gameplay. Like I made them just for fun. Like I didn't make them to be like, act like I have a stick up my butt. So basically all of my information and anything that I've learned has came from this guide. And not only from this guide, but also from Guns of Glory. Let me show you where I get my information, since there's certain people that want to say that, oh, she was wrong or she's playing stupid, or because I've gotten it from different people. It wasn't just one person who said stuff like that. But this is where I got a lot of my information. And as you can see, it clearly is a good guide and it gives you what guards mean, what the master means, and that's where I was basing a lot of my information. Let me show you the second place I was basing a lot of my information for those of you who seem to be so concerned with what I was doing. This is the second place I would base a lot of my information. You go to the I right here, you go to recommended, and oh my god, look at that. There's guides here that you can read. There's guides that say that, oh, you could play this way or you could do it this way. Like, this is where I got a lot of my information from. And for the people who said that, oh, she's doing it wrong or yada, 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 well, if I was doing it so wrong, then why am I where I'm at with my stats? No, my stats aren't great, but they're not dog shit either. Like, for example, like some of the stuff I was going over, like the guard weapons and stuff like that, all that shit's right here. Like, a lot of that information literally comes from Guns of Glory itself and the guide that I showed you on Google. But anyway, enough of that, because I'm not going to get upset over the whole situation again. It's not worth it. People like that is not worth it. And honestly, my husband had said some things on it, and because he was there to see what was said, and he even agrees that it was rude. But basically, he's right that when it comes to making Twitches and YouTube, I need to be prepared to have those people who are just going to be mean, or those people who are going to think that they're better than everybody, or those people who think that they're going to be rude. And no, I'm not talking about one person. This is not an attack on one person. I'm just saying in general. So if you have a problem with it and think I'm talking about you, then you have some problems internally and you have some insecurity issues, because I'm not even talking about anyone right now. I'm just saying in general. This happens to a lot of gamers who stream on Twitch and a lot of gamers who post their streams on YouTube. Um, they get shit like all the time, and I should have prepared myself for that. And I guess I wasn't expecting to get any negative feedback, only because I honestly was only expecting one person to watch my stuff. I was not expecting my views to go up to like 50 people, which I was happy about. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, like I made the videos well knowing that I would probably only have one person watch it, and I was fine with that. And I wasn't expecting to necessarily feel like I was being attacked, because I was. Because honestly, when it comes to a person playing a game, especially a game like this where there's so many ways you can play, don't tell them that they're playing wrong, because there is no wrong way to play a game. And my friends, even like my friends, Mr. Spice and Miss Sugar, they agree. Like, there is no way to play a game wrong. Like, everybody plays the game differently. The only right way to play a game is to have fun. And that's what I do on this game. I like to have fun. So if you guys have a problem with that, or you don't like the things that I say, or you don't like the tips that I give, then don't follow them. It's just that easy. Like, come on now. I played this game for almost a year now. It's not like I'm stupid about this game. I know some things. No, do I know everything? No. Do I maybe not play the smart way all the time? Yeah, sure. Maybe there's some things that I do that might seem pretty freaking dumb. But the whole point of these videos is to show you what I do, and then we can grow together by telling me, hey Zoe, this was wrong, or hey, try looking at it this way. But there's a way that you can say it to somebody to where it's the nice way to say it and not make it seem like that you're better than them. So that's all I'm gonna that's my rant. And I'm not gonna this is the last time I'm gonna do this. If anyone wants to say anything mean or any negative comments, trust me, comments will not get approved per comment by basis on my channels. So anything negative or not that's supposed to be there, trust me, it's not going to be there. And if you want to talk and be immature and talk about, a person who's only 20 years old trying to have fun on a game and only making these videos for her friends because they want to see her videos, and they want to see her videos not because she's correct, but because she's playing the game, then you guys really need some therapy. Okay? Okay, great. Glad that was out of the way. Because I'm done letting people push me around on this game. Like, it's a freaking game. Like, you don't know me in in real life. You don't know what I go through. You have no right to say what I'm doing is right or wrong. Like, absolutely none. Should I let it bother me that much? No. But the only reason why I got so upset as I did is because I've been bullied all my life. I've had people tell me I was wrong all my life. I've had people tell me I was stupid, this, that, and the third. And when I turned 20, and in America, just so you know, you're technically not adult till you're 21. So, not using that as an excuse, but I'm just saying. But when I turned 18 and became a quote unquote young adult, um, freaking I decided to stop letting people push me over. I decided to stop people, you know, make fun of me and try to not let it bother me as much. Because if this was said to me maybe a few years ago, trust me, I would have handled it a lot worse than how I did. I would have probably quit this whole game and never came back if this happened when I was 16. But me being 20 now and being a little bit more mature, not saying I'm mature, but a little bit more mature than I was when I was a teenager, I'm not going to let what people say affect me. If I want to make a YouTube channel and only one person watches it and they like my videos, that's fine. I'll keep making it for that one person and everybody else can just F off. Okay? Like, I'm not going to let people push me around because when I became an adult, I learned how to respect myself and I learned how to love myself. And loving yourself and everything like that, you have a right to stand up for yourself. If someone that says something that hurts your feelings, it's 2021. You have the right to say why they hurt your feelings and let them know that that's not okay. So, from now on, though, like, I'm gonna stand up for myself and what I believe in. And if people don't like it, I'm just gonna ignore it. But if they say anything to me directly, then yeah, you will catch some fire from me because I'm not doing it. Sorry, I have a temper and I'm not putting up with it. So if you don't got nothing nice to say to me or about my channel or behind my back and it comes to my ears, just don't freaking say it if you don't want a problem with me. That's all I'm gonna say. Because shit, it's a game. Get over yourselves. Anyway, so I'm going to be starting everything over fresh. I'm going to be doing all my video explanations fresh. I'm also going to be tagging the link and exactly where I got the information for those people who want to be so nitpicky and who those people don't listen to my introductions when I say I don't make these videos to be correct, because obviously the people who said that stuff did not hear me in my videos when I've said that. So from now on, I'm going to be putting links and I'm going to be making the description better on my YouTubes. If you don't like it, I can block you on YouTube and good luck watching my stuff because I won't care, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna tone down the hostility. I got my rant out. I feel better about ranting, and because I got to say what I've wanted to say, and yeah. So I'm gonna just start over and go back and watch some of my videos and try to correct some of the things that I said because maybe the way that I explained it made it seem like I was saying incorrect information when it really wasn't necessarily correct. Maybe for some people it was correct because they have different preferences, and that's fine. It's like I said, there's no wrong way to play a game. Like, everybody has different ways. Like, come on now. But anyway, I feel like the best way to just kind of explain how again, keywords, I play the game is maybe to start from scratch, which I need a farm account made anyway, and I would be able to show you guys like what that looks like, and then of course if there's anything that I don't unlock on there, I can show you through here. Um, so I'm going to show you how to make a new account, and then I know the beginning of the new account is kind of long. So you guys, like, after I show you guys how to make new accounts, you can have more than one and how you can link them. Um, then after that, you don't really have to watch my video because until I get to a point where I can kind of show you how I started out my castle, it's gonna be hard because what I'm basically gonna do is I need a farm account for this anyway. And if for those of you who don't know, typically people on this game will make farm accounts, which is like one or two other accounts that is basically put in the same kingdom, and then like once it's put into the same kingdom, they will increase resources and stuff, so that way, for example, I would have it in like my alliance for power level, so my alliance could rank up for events, and then based off of that, like I could kick them out like outside of KEs and then farm them, so basically open up all their resource packages and then just get like wood and food from that for free instead of buying it, because you can get like sometimes up to like 10 million when you very first do it on a starting farm account by opening up all the stuff that they give you for starting out and then just attacking it with your main castle. So I'm gonna do that, and then they're also good for kill events, which is what we're in right now. I'll show you. So the event we're doing right now is the final stage, because there was like 5 stages to this one event, and this one's the kill stage. Wait, who did I kill? Oh well. So basically, for events like this, you get like ranking, and you can get these points by killing enemy troops, which basically means like killing other people's troops in other castles. So, for example, show you. For example, um, like let's say, let me find a good example. I'm gonna use my friend. Is my friend over here? His boots here? I'm just gonna use him as an example, or maybe actually I'll just use this because I know they won't get mad because I don't know who this person is. So let's say, for example, I went to attack this person during the kill event. Then basically, what would happen is they would have like a certain amount of troops in the council. I'm not gonna show you what that looks like now, only because I have a peace shield up and I don't want to waste it. And again, peace shields is these bubbles right here. They have different kinds. They have one for 24 hours, they have one for 8 hours, they have one for 2 hours, and they basically protect from people being able to attack your castle and kill your troops and take your resources. Um So let me find that castle again. Where did he go? I'll just use this one. Same thing. So let's say, like, the reason why it's good to make farm accounts, let's say, for example, I made a farm account and this is my farm account. And let's say he had 20,000 troops that I trained him. And then I go and kill him. That's going to add to my KE. So I like to do that because killing my farm account first will help me in the event, so that way I don't have to bother other people. Because me personally, I don't really like attacking other castles because I know some people like me, there's people out there like me who spend money on these games because, you know, the reason why I spend money on this game, not to like, be a pay to win or anything. I mean, half of it's because I'm impatient, but I just like spending money in general. So anything that I can buy, I like buying. I'm just one of those people that just like shopping. I don't know. I guess you could say it's a typical girl thing. Who knows? But I like to spend my money on games rather than like makeup or stuff. Cause I mean, I use makeup and don't get me wrong, I use jewelry, but I mean, I don't dress up a lot and I don't go out that much. So to me, spending money on a game on something that I enjoy makes me happy. So what I like to do. And um so yeah. So yeah, I mean honestly though, if it was for me doing, I could do it for free cuz I've done it for free before. And you can totally, get up to 29 for free, but it's just really hard and it takes a really long time and it really takes grinding out to do. So me being impatient and wanting to get certain stuff like this castle skin, I bought it myself. Just me being impatient and just wanting to buy it because I take the equivalent of me buying packs in this games to buying like how buying stuff on Xbox, like virtual games on Xbox. Like to me, instead of doing that, I do this. Don't get me wrong, I do that too sometimes, but I'm more likely to spend money on here than I am like my Xbox games that I have. And by the way, if you guys ever do want to play Xbox with me, I do have a couple of games that I'd like to play. So if you guys ever want to play Xbox with me, just let me know and I'll give you my stuff. Like I like to play Red Dead and stuff like that too. Maybe in the future, I might, end up hooking up my Xbox to my computer so it's easier for me to stream and play Xbox that way. So that way, if you guys ever want to see me play other games, because there's another game that I would really like to do a Twitch on, which I believe if I do the stream on my Xbox, it saves on my Twitch account, and I'm pretty sure I can go on here and upload the video through my computer because I was having a problem doing that before because I didn't have a computer because it would just take too long and it just wouldn't convert over to YouTube that way. Um, so there's another game called Neverwinter that I'm gonna get into, and that game I know a lot about. Like that game, it's not really a strategy game. Like there's a little bit of things you can do differently on that game, but on that game there's kind of a set way to do things. So I will most likely also make videos about that eventually, because this once I don't have any more requests to go through on here, then I'll probably switch to that and you guys could watch me play that, and it's free if you have Xbox Gold. The other game, Neverwinter I'm talking about, it's kind of like a almost like World of Warcraft or Guild Wars if anyone's played that, because those are my favorite type of games. It's free for I believe it's for the Xbox Gold, which most people have it for like the live and stuff. Is free, so you can get it if you have Xbox if you have that, and you can also get it on PlayStation. And I think if you have to buy it, I don't think it's that expensive, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that one's a good game to play, and I'll show you guys that if you're interested in watching other fantasy games. I like to play a lot of like roleplay games and MMOs, so I'm gonna probably make more of those as well, and just add that to the channel and just have it grouped differently on my channel. So yeah, um, how long have I been on here? It's been a minute. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna start wrapping this video up. I mainly made it just to clarify some things, so that way when I start making my videos again and doing them over, and I guess explaining them better, for you guys to understand, it'd be easier for you to watch. I'm also gonna work on making them in different subtitles, so that way if you read better in Spanish or something like that, you could at least see what I'm saying on the screen. That will probably take me a while to do because for YouTube, in order to make your subtitles, you actually have to take the English script of the subtitle of your video, you have to correct the grammar on it, and then you have to go and translate like almost every single sentence and then put it back and then upload that as a separate file in order to create different subtitles. So it's actually very hard to do if you're trying to do it for free on your own. There's some websites that'll do it for you, but they're expensive. So it might take me a while. So if there's any languages that you want to get put up first, like for example, I know I have a lot of Russian players and I have a few Russian people in my alliance. So if that is, and I know there's a lot of Spanish players too, so if you would like, I can put those up first, and then as I work on them, on working on making different subtitles, then I'll get through it and do it that way, but it's just gonna take me some time. So, yeah, um, sorry if I sound stressed out. I've just had a long day, and I got really sick because I had Taco Bell, but that's a different story. Also, something else I am gonna do on here is I do like drawing a lot. Like, it's my favorite thing to do, and I'm pretty good at it. I make some decent drawings. So eventually I will probably make a separate folder for my drawings if anyone's interested in art and stuff like that. So I may make videos like that just for people who just like people drawing, I guess. Because there are weirdos like that, I guess you could say. And I'm one of those weirdos. But uh yeah, and I'm gonna do more Q&As with the game to make it more entertaining as I'm playing it. So I'm gonna make more like things about myself, and then if you guys wanna give me any random questions, like, oh, uh, if you were to go to a different country, where would you go? Stuff like that. If you have any questions like that, let me know, and I'll save them on like a sticky note. So I guess to wrap up this video, I'm gonna get started with a new account so that way when I go over certain things, I can do it from scratch to kind of show you how I upgraded my account. on how I did it. Not saying that it's right, again, just showing you how I play because everyone plays different. So basically, if you want to make another farm account, you can go by clicking your profile, which is usually your picture right here. If you haven't uploaded a photo of yourself, it'll usually have like a game character. So, like, example, this is my game character, so she'll usually be in the little picture. So in order to do that, you just click on settings, click on account, and then you can just click on start new game. And if you want to switch accounts, there's a few ways you can bind your accounts. You can do it through Google, Twitter, Facebook. You can also, if you're on mobile, another option will pop up like right here because I'm using my computer. Another option will pop up to link your Google Play, or if you have Apple, I believe your Game Center. I have an iPad and I see the Game Center pop up here as well. So there's that option. And then you would just click bind like that. And it would take you to where you would log in to the account you want it connected to. For you can also do your King's Group account, but since I'm already signed into an account with King's Group, I can't like do it again to show you. But yeah. Um and a lot of people wonder like, "Oh, how can I switch kingdoms?" Well, you can't really switch kingdoms until you can only switch kingdoms like if I believe you're below level 5. Let me actually bring up the facts on that because this is a perfect example to use my little handy dandy guide. So basically, where is it? I know it's on here somewhere because I found it and that's how I found out what it was. Or maybe it's on this other one that I did. I think it might be on this guide. So this is another guide that I have that I've used. So we'll just type in kingdom, newest kingdom number. I'm just gonna try to find that question. Maybe it's under change. I thought it was under here. Change. Where is it? There's one where you can switch kingdoms. I was pretty sure it went over that. Maybe it was in this guide. Because I know it's like level 5. That's gonna bother me if I don't find it. Maybe it's under castle. Gosh. I may have to skip over this, but anyway, I'm pretty sure that it's castle level 5. As long as you're under that castle level, you should be able to switch kingdoms. But if you're making a farm account and you already have it on your preferred kingdom, you can go ahead and still put it in the same kingdom that your main account is. And basically, I thought it was in here. I'll just move on from that. It's probably in a different guide that I was using, but it's in there. Um, so anyway, so yeah, you can change kingdoms if I believe if you're under 5. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm almost positive I read that in the guide the other day. So if you're not 25 and you're doing just a farm account like I am, you can do it by clicking start new game. And it's not going to lose the account that you have because as long as you've linked it to your King's group, which like I have, or your Google, it'll stay there and you can switch back and forth. So we're going to go to 629 because that's where I want my farm in. Should be in here. I hope it's not full. I don't think it is. The only problem with making farm accounts late in the game is the kingdoms get filled up and it gets hard. See, it even says right here, the data of the current game has been bound, so you can recover it later by switching accounts. So you can, it's not like as long as you've done that step, you're not going to lose your account or anything like that. You just click that. The only bad thing about making farm accounts is there's that awful tutorial that you have to go through, and it just takes like a million years just to get to where you can do whatever you want to do. See, it's this thing. It's this annoying tutorial that you have to go through. I really wish they would let you skip it for people who already know how to play, but you can't. I mean, it's kind of entertaining to watch. But anyway, I'm not gonna have you guys sit through that. I'm gonna just wrap up the game there. And when I get started on making this, I'll come back tomorrow and finish my videos after I get through this tutorial. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.